Hello, Mr. Dumas. Who the heck are you? And how did you get in this house? Oh, sorry. I'm Oliver Henry. I'm an interviewer from the year 2040 and came here to get an interview with you. There's time travel? Yes, but never mind that. May I get an interview with you? I don't see why not. Come sit down. So what would you like to ask me? When and where were you born? I was born on July 24th, 1802, in Villers, Cotterets, France. Oh, isn't that where Francis I of France signed the Ordinance of Villers-Cotterets in 1539, which made French the official language of that kingdom? Yes, that is right. That is very interesting. So tell me a little bit about your early life. Well, we were a very poor family. My father died when I was only 4, leaving my mom a widow. She always liked telling me stories about how my father was very brave and that he fought in the Revolutionary Wars. I think that's what helped spark my imagination at such a young age. I also really enjoyed reading books as a kid, and in 1820 I moved to Paris, and in 1822 my friend Adolphe de Leuven took me to the theater, where I saw a very famous actor at the time named Francois Joseph Talma, and his performance really inspired me. Thankfully, Adolphe knew him, so I was able to meet him. When I met him, I actually asked him to put his hand on my forehead, because I believed it would give me good luck. And I think it probably worked, because in 1829 I had my first play production, Henry III in his court. It was a hit. And in 1830 I put on my second play production, Christine, which helped me financially, and after this play I started working as a full-time writer. 1 year later, the production of my play Antony came out, which the critics did not like. They thought it was too obscene because it showed 2 lovers, Antony and Adele, and at the end of the play, Antony kills her. Although critics did not enjoy it, young romantics really loved it, and it actually ended up being a bigger success than my first play, Henry III in his court. So it sounds like everything was going great for you. Yes, very much so. So I wanted to ask you about the Count of Monte Cristo. Like, it must have quite an impact on your life. Oh yes, of course it does. It is one of my biggest hits. What inspired you to write this book? Well, there was this book made called The Family Crime, and it's compiled with real murders from police archives. A French police archivist, Jacques Pichet, took this case and turned it into a book. The book is about a shoemaker, Pierre Picard, who was engaged to marry, but 3 jealous friends accused him of being a spy for England. He was then put under house arrest at the Fenestrelle fort. His job was to be a servant to a rich Italian cleric. This man treated Picard like a son, and once the death of the man he once served, he started to plot his revenge against the 3 men who got him imprisoned. He eventually killed all 3 of the men, and one of them actually married Picard's fiancée when he was under house arrest. That actually sounds extremely familiar to the Count of Monte Cristo, like Picard is Edmund and his fiancée is Mercedes, and then the guy who helped frame him is Ferdinand because he married Picard's fiancée. Yes, that's where I got those characters from, and the plot that I was then able to expand on. Well, thank goodness that Jacques Pichet turned those police archives into a book, or else the Count of Monte Cristo might have never existed. That is true, and I am very thankful for him. So are there any books you're working on right now? Yes, I actually have a book that is going to be published later this year called The 3 Musketeers. Well, I wish you the best of luck with it, and I am sure it will be a success. Thank you. Well, I'd best be going now. Thank you for the interview, Mr. Dumas. Oh, and you'll be dead in 26 years.
What?